Alright, you guys. I don't even know where to start with this vlog. So, some of you guys know my Aunt Glenda, because she's been on our vlog and on our channel before. And she's normally like super happy and outgoing and like really fun. But last night while Rich and I were out, she was here babysitting the kids and she put the kids to bed, and I told myself I wasn't gonna do this. She got a hold of our camera, and when I went to go edit our vlog from last night, I found some very disturbing footage on it. She said some horrible things about Disneyland and the Disney princesses. You know how much I love Disneyland and how much Disneyland is a part of our family, and what she said is almost unforgivable. I'm just gonna roll the tape and you guys can make your own decision. Alright, you guys, I'm back. I don't normally do 2 vlogs in 1 week, but this week definitely called for 2 vlogs. I know, it's me, your favorite Aunt Glenda, and the reason why I wanted to do 2 vlogs this week is because Richard and Sarah are taking me to Disneyland. Do you see my mini ears? Do you see? These are the sparkly, kind of classic mini ears. So, I've never been to Disneyland. Can you believe it? I'm 64 years old and I've never been to Disneyland. And Richard and Sarah love it so much, and the kids love it so much, and they said, Aunt Glenda, will you please go with us? And so I said, of course, honey, I'll go with you. So, first of all, we have some things to talk about, okay? This week, the kids have been showing me all the Disney movies, especially the princess ones. Sarah's super into the princess ones. So we've been watching all the Disney movies, all the Disney princess movies, you know, to kind of get me better acquainted with the characters before we show up at Disneyland. And I have to tell you guys something. There are some very disturbing storylines inside the Disney videos. What do you think? I mean, you know, the princesses and stuff. I mean, it doesn't sit right with me. Let me tell you what I mean, okay? All right, so first of all, we have Snow White, okay? Lovely to look at. She's got beautiful hair. She's got, you know, big red full lips, much like myself. I mean, I probably relate to Snow White the most out of the Disney characters, the Disney princesses, what have you. But anyway, she's beautiful to look at, right? She's beautiful. But you have to ask yourself, you can't help but wonder, what is it with her living out in the woods, you know? And she's living with, what is it, 7 tiny men? 7 dwarfs? I mean, it just doesn't seem right. I mean, if you ask me, she wasn't as white as snow as we all think. And those dwarfs, they were mining for a lot more than just diamonds, if you know what I mean. I mean, that doesn't seem right. So there's that. Snow White doesn't quite sit right with me with that whole thing. I mean, who lives with tiny little men in a forest and runs around and sings to creatures? I mean, it just doesn't seem right. And then she dies and she waits for this prince to come and kiss her. I mean, what is that telling little children, right? You wait and you kiss a dead body and then it becomes a princess? I mean, it doesn't make any sense at all to me. I mean, if you even listen to the song that the dwarfs sing, hi ho, I mean, then what are they talking about there? Hi ho? You go figure it out, Snow White. Or maybe you already did, Mrs. I'm Not So Snowy White. Also, let's talk about some of the dwarfs themselves. I mean, they all have these personality flaws and weird characteristics. Like, one's grumpy all the time. I mean, it reminds me a lot of Morty. One's sleepy. One's sneezy. One's bashful. And then, I mean, Dopey? Dopey. What was up with Dopey? What was Dopey doing to be so dopey? I mean, I don't know exactly, but it wasn't right. It didn't seem kosher to me. Oh, don't mind me, honey. I'm just brushing my hair with a dingle whopper. It's not a dingle whopper, you freaking idiot. It's a fork. All right, you guys, if you haven't guessed already, we're talking about Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Now, what is with this girl as well? I mean, this girl has another psychological issue. Her issue is she's not happy where she lives. She wants to get out. She wants to be in the ocean. She wants to be part of Under the Sea. Then she wants to have human legs and get out and go after some random rich guy out in the part of this world. I mean, she's like a hoarder. Have you guys noticed that? She is such a hoarder. I mean, her house looks like Marty's side of the bedroom. I mean, she's got crap all over the place. She's like, I've got thingamabobs, I've got 20 of them. I mean, what's a thingamabob and why would you ever need 20 of them? And she's got all sorts of like random gizmos and gadgets hanging all over the place. I mean, she's definitely a hoarder if I ever saw. Plus, I mean, how unnatural is it to be friends with a shrimp like Sebastian, you know, under the sea, the whole thing? I mean, the only kind of seafood or shrimp that I'm friends with are the kind that are dead, sitting on my plate and they're headed into my belly. Other than that, I'm not singing or dancing or putting on a show or doing show tunes and jazz hands with any kind of crustacean, okay? Those are animals that need to be eaten and never to be sang with. Okay, you know who we're talking about next. We're talking about Cinderella. Okay, now, she's beautiful. She's a gorgeous blonde hair, blue eyes. I mean, she's anybody's dream, right? Except for one problem. She talks to vermin. Okay, she talks to rats. She sings with birds. She allows them into her house and all of a sudden they're making dresses for her and she's like singing around and she's got her hands out and I don't understand it. I mean, what kind of an issue does this girl have that she's talking to animals like rats and birds and singing along with them and jumping in pumpkins as her Uber driver? I mean, who's ever heard of such a thing like that? The other thing that I have to worry about is, has she had any type of psychological evaluation? Because I don't know that it's safe for this girl to be alone. I mean, I'm sure she's a very nice girl. She's just definitely not the kind to bring home to your mother because you're going to be sadly disappointed in that one. On the other hand, she can cook and she can clean. I mean, her name isn't Cinderella for nothing and she apparently knows how to mend clothing. Okay, what about Belle? Belle from Beauty and the Beast. We all know her. We all love her. Or do we? Let me tell you about this one's issue. This one freaks me out, okay? First of all, I love that she loves to read and she's into books and all that kind of thing. But it's a little unnatural, if you ask me, to be into a beast. I mean, he's an animal. Like, he's literally an animal. And I think there's some sort of a law about not dating an animal. And also, I just kind of feel like, I mean, I don't know, you're alone with him in that dark, creepy castle, and before long, she's starting to talk to pots and pans and dinnerware, and they're singing songs and all that kind of stuff, and it just, I mean, I'm all for, you know, you love who you love and all that kind of stuff, but I have to draw the line at a beast, because it just seems a little bit awkward for me, you know what I'm saying? Plus, there's that perfectly handsome and wealthy Gaston guy that's into her. I mean, I don't know why she doesn't give him his fair chance. Okay, next up, Princess Jasmine from Aladdin. Honey, first of all, you look just like Kim Kardashian. I mean, I hate to say it, it's been done before, okay? You look just like her. Secondly, I don't know how I would feel about my daughter running around with street rats. I mean, he even sings a song about being a street rat. He's stealing loaves of bread. Now his bad behavior's rubbing off on you, honey, because you're stealing apples. He runs around, he's got fleas. He runs around like with a monkey. I mean, the whole thing seems really, really disgusting to me. It is nice, however, that he takes you on a magic carpet ride. I mean, that seems kind of nice to see the sky and all that sort of thing. But I mean, other than that, honey, you could do much better. You could marry a doctor. You're a princess, remember? All right, you guys, Princess Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. What the hell's wrong with this girl? I mean, can she follow any sort of directions? Would it kill her to listen to people once in a while? I mean, for goodness sake, she had 3 fairies running around, flittering around her all the time, telling her what to do. And every single one of them had told her since day one that she better not touch that freaking spinning wheel. And what does she do? She pricks her finger on the spinning wheel and that's it. We're all put out. The whole town has to sleep for months and days and years, all for Princess Aurora. You know what? I guess we're all just here for you, Aurora. It's your world. We're just living in it. I just get so emotional when we're talking about these princesses because, you know, there's a little bit of me that relates to each one of them, and yet I just feel like each one of them has something so stupid that they do that just causes this long series of events, and then, you know, there's some sort of a handsome man that has to come and save them. I mean, what is that teaching our young girls today? You know, basically just sit around, look pretty, sing to animals and squirrels and birds and crap like that, and your Prince Charming will come, who's rich and beautiful and handsome, and he'll rescue you. I mean, that's just not real life. I mean, look who I got stuck with. I'm married to Morty, for freak's sake. Well, I'm done. I'm getting hot. I'm getting so sweaty. I'm sweating under my shirt. Anyway, I gotta get going. The kids are waiting. They're packing up the car. They're getting the little ones in the car. We're heading to Disneyland. And you know what? Aunt Glenda's just gonna make the best of this magical day. I love you guys. Thank you for seeing me twice in 1 week. And until next time, I'm Aunt Glenda, and I love you guys so much. You know what, you guys? In the spirit of Disney, I feel like I should end this with some sort of a song. You know, really go out with a bang. Are you ready? A dream is a wish your heart makes, right? When you're fast asleep, that's kind of scary. In dreams you will lose your heartache, unless it's Morty, he's always there. Whatever you wish for, you keep. I don't know if that's true. I mean, who am I gonna get to wish for and keep, right? Have faith in your dreams, and someday your rainbow will come shining through. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. All right, guys, we'll see you next time. Bye.